What is up, YouTube? What is up, YouTube? So we have a video by Zaria. I'm probably butchering the name. I don't know what that. I don't even know what Zaria means, but Zaria Simmons. Shout out to you. We about to watch your video. It says, Black American culture is dying. Ghetto blacks are to blame. Let's get straight to the video, okay? This is a video by a black queen, right? Let's get straight to it, man. Get straight to it. All right.
Little 2 cent that nobody asked for.
Okay.
I am sick of seeing Black Americans in the media, on social media, in the news, doing crime, walking around next to naked the women, the men perpetuating gang violence, substance abuse. The absolute worst of our community is oversaturating the media, even though they make up a small percentage of all of Black Americans. The decay of our morality within Black communities has been slowly declining over the past 20 years, and no one is talking about it, no one is saying anything about it or trying to address it. And if you do, you are often told that you're policing Black bodies. If you say Black women, stop getting on the internet and in the media, twerking, walking around with little clothes on. People tell you that you're policing bodies, policing Black bodies, or it's respectability politics. If you are Black and you speak your piece on what we're seeing in the media, if you don't like seeing the low morality that is often portrayed about the Black community in the media, from the trap music to the Black women twerking in music videos and all over social media, the Sukihanas and the Sexy Reds of the world, if you are Black and you take issue with it and you talk about it, you are usually called bourgeois, sadiddy.
I'm not even gonna lie. A new trend that I'm seeing is that some black women are kind of getting into that white, that white woman. What is it? Is it gothic, bro? So that black stuff. They're all dressed in all black. These boots, some demonic stuff. So, I was on Instagram, right? I was on Instagram. And I was in the comments. I seen this girl post, and it was a black girl with like gothic stuff, like she looks gothic. She All her clothes are gothic. There's nothing regular in her clothes. Everything is black, dark. Uh, she puts some effects on the picture where everything's like black and white, stuff like that too. So, and she's also like skimpish. Like she's like, I don't know, like like gothic people, like they like to dress like no half naked. Okay, they like to dress half naked, fish stockings or like fish nets, stuff like that. So that's what they like to dress like. So basically, I saw in a post, like, you go on her Twitter. Basically, it's just her like posting like these demonic things. She's also posting like adult videos on her too as well. So she's posting like Jesus like on the cross, like like how like they make Jesus like into a joke, like with the cross. They put Jesus on their butt, like there's like a panty with Jesus on the string or something like that. That's in like the butt crack. So like it's just all type of weird things. I'm like, someone needs to. And she also has a kid. I mean, she has like some little child. So I don't know if it's her kid, but I'm guessing it's her kid because if you like to live that lifestyle, you like to sleep around, you're probably gonna end up with a kid unless you kill all your kids, unless you're like doing abortions and all that. But I guess she didn't do abortion, so I guess she's not that evil. She actually brought the kid, or maybe she brought the kid and she turned evil. I guess, who knows? But I feel like most of the time for women, it's like a man breaks their heart or something like that, or they go to some tragic situation in their life, and then now they turn into gothic and all that demonic stuff. It's very demonic. I open the Twitter. It's just all demonic stuff, bro. All demonic stuff. And if you want to know when a girl is like has lost their mind, God has given her a reprobate mind. Just if she starts posting like adult videos, most women don't watch adult videos. It doesn't turn them on. But if she's getting turned on by adult videos, there's something wrong. She might have been physically abused or touched as a child. We don't know. Okay, that's my 2 cents about that.
Uppity, it's respectability politics, you're policing Black bodies and the like. And it's like, no, I'm Black too. And as such, this being my ethnic culture as well, I have a right to have something to say about what I'm seeing going on. Your average Black American is a middle class, working class, blue collar Jane and Joe. The ghetto subculture, Black ghetto subculture that we see often portrayed and over inundated and oversaturating the media, Those Black Americans make up a tiny, tiny percentage of Black Americans as a whole. But somehow they're in the media, overcompensating in the media, oversaturating the media. I know I don't just speak for myself when I say that I'm sick of seeing it, that it's gross, that it is destroying what Black culture actually is. It's co-opting Black culture as a whole and making it seem as though all of Black culture is ghetto subculture. I'm not the only Black American who takes issue with it, because like I said, majority of Black America is middle class, not in the ghettos, not out here perpetuating gang violence, promiscuity, and everything else. And I don't care if you claim it's respectability politics. I guess so be it. Because this is gross. It's getting really gross out here how blatantly disrespectful and low class we're acting on social media and in the media, on the internet.
I'm shaking my head because I just thought about some Sexy Red song, bro. I was like, damn, this girl is crazy, actually. I'm thinking about it. I was like, damn, this girl is crazy, bro. The lyrics I just thought about, I was like, wow, this girl is insane.
On TV, and you can claim that this is someone else's set of moral standards, but no, it isn't. It isn't. Look at Black America in the 50s, in the 60s. Our moral standards back then, drastically different from what we have today.
Man, someone in the comments about to say that, bro. Like, you got a Sexy Red song stuck in your head. No, it's not stuck in my head, but the way your mind works, it pulls things from like different areas of your life, okay? That's how your mind works. Sometimes you can't control it. It just picks something up from the past and like, oh, whoa, what the freak? That was actually in my head. Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay. Or what we're convincing ourselves is a moral standard today. Every racial group on the face of the planet has their own ghetto subculture within their respective racial and ethnic groups. This is the case for everybody, everywhere. White people, Asian people, Mexican people, you name it. The difference is that those racial groups and those ethnic groups do not allow their ghetto subculture to co-opt the entire culture as a whole and to represent the entire culture as a whole. They don't allow it. Everybody else within that respective ethnic group or cultural group or racial group has a right to say how they want to see themselves represented in the media, what they want to see and what they don't want to see, who gets to speak for them and who does not. Except for when you're a Black American and you have something to say about the way that you see Black Americans being portrayed in the media, and you have a...
Man, they let Cardi B speak for Black people, and she's not even Black, bro. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. They let a Hispanic woman speak for Black women and Black people. We not Black and brown, bro. It's only Black and the brown people. Y'all gotta fight for your own battles. We fighting for our own battles. We're not trying to add y'all into this, okay? It's only Black. It's not Black and brown. So if a Democrat wants to call a Black person, they should call a Black person. If a Democrat wants to call a Hispanic person, they should call someone Hispanic to represent their community. We don't want Cardi B representing us. The lady's freaking... the lady doesn't sound like she knows what she's talking about half of the time, okay? And plus, I don't want an ex-stripper. She looks like a current stripper too, with just a little bit more money and some new teeth. Okay, please. I don't want that type of woman representing Black women that I like, okay? She does not represent Black women that we like. Okay, 90% of women can be bought. That's the woman she's representing. And that 10% is the woman the Bible talks about, that God talks about. Those women that you find, you better keep, because that 90% is where all the trash is at. 10% is where the good women's at. And the Bible tells you whoever finds a good wife finds a good thing. Okay? The Bible said that. I didn't say it. Whoever finds a good wife finds a good thing. Okay? It's in Proverbs, alright? At least that's what I think it is, because Proverbs is like where everything is. So.
A critique for your peers. You can't do it because it's respectability politics if you attempt to do it. Or you're judging your peers by a set of moral standards that somebody else created, which is a farce. From the Reconstruction era down through the 60s, Black Americans had their own set of moral standards and social protocols that we adhered to. Ask your grannies, ask your great grannies, they'll tell you. I have had just about enough of seeing Black culture being drugged through the muck by other Black Americans who are perverting it and turning Black culture, something that is beautiful, into something perverse. Showing their ass on the internet all the time. The men are constantly rapping and talking about gang violence. Our children are uneducated and stupid. We've created a cultural standard of promiscuity and single motherhood. And when a Black American goes to critique and judge our peers, our fellow Black Americans, and critique the condition of our neighborhoods today, they're shut down. That's respectability politics. You're policing Black Americans. If that's what it is, so be it. So be it. It needs to be said. And in order for us to attempt to escape accountability or responsibility on our own part, we claim that the conditions that we see in Black communities is being caused by somebody else. It's not our own fault. It's white people and it's structural racism or something. Right, it's everybody else's fault except...
So racism is telling you to take your clothes off and be naked on the internet. That's what I'm trying to say. Racism is causing y'all to do that. So racism told Sexy Red to be on the stage naked and shaking her butt, her smelly butt that probably has BV in it. She probably got BV. She got UTIs because she's letting a lot of men hit that raw. If y'all didn't know, okay? If y'all didn't know, she got a little bit of money, but she's still letting a lot of men hit that raw. That's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? So the white man did not tell Sexyy Red to do that, unless, bro, like before she even was famous, she was doing that. Before she had a hit song of the Pound Town thing, she was doing that, bro. She was doing that. What you think she was doing the Pound Town song in the music video? That was what she was or what she is now currently. The white man didn't tell her. The people in the record label didn't say, "Hey, Sexyy Red, you still have to be thuggish." But like, I mean, that's how they got her, right? She came in the game as a ghetto ratchet, like black girl. So I guess the people in the label would be like, "Hey, that's why we picked you. So you had to still have that image." Okay, that's my 2 cents on that. So
Except for our own. Give me a break. It's pitiful. It's pitiful that we refuse to take accountability for the things that we see going on in our communities. And sure, we can acknowledge that structural racism and the history of slavery in this country and discrimination and Jim Crow and black codes and all of that has played a part in the conditions and some of the conditions that we see in black communities. But we also have to be responsible for the ways in which black Americans create their own conditions and contribute to the degenerative effects that we see going on in our communities.
you listen to the music back then too in the 80s, 60s, 70s, bro. They had some good music, bro. Most of our music now in the 2000s, most of the songs as samples of 90s, 80s, 70s music, sometimes 60s music, bro. That's where all the classics were, okay? And the classics in the 2000s were samples of the classics in the 80s, 90s, 60s, all right? So they had great music. Obviously, they were doing something right because now the music is kind of trash, right? It's trash. We having Sexyy Red make music for us, okay? And the white person is having Adele make music for their people, okay? Adele is making people for white, and Sexyy Red is making music for black people, okay? That's how it is now, right?
Black Americans who don't want to hear that immediately run to innocence. They rush to innocence. They claim that it's respectability politics to call out these issues in our community. They claim that it's policing black bodies to call out the low morality and the moral decay in our community. Call it whatever you want. You're not going to get me to shut up about it. I'm black. This is my culture too. I have a right to talk about and critique what is happening in my culture and have some.
Hey man, shout out to you, Mrs. I think Zaria. I don't know where you got that name from. I don't even know. Is it in the Bible or something like that? Black people got strange names. It is what it is. But shout out to you, Miss Zaria Simmons. Thank you for making this video. We enjoyed it. Thank you for speaking the truth about current situations going on in the black community. All right. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Y'all go follow Miss Zara if y'all want to. See you guys in the next one. Peace.